Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SA Accounting Academy. Here's a short clip on one of our previous webinars. I hope that you really do enjoy it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to you on this rather chilly day. We've got a very full program for this morning. So you've already received the slides that are available for download. So please have a look at that for me. Let's just formally do the welcome to the monthly compliance and legislation update for March. You'll see at the bottom of the slide there, it says we cover the changes during the month of February. We've tried to also be as up to date as we can with the advertising time that it takes. So we'll always do the month before and now. All right, so the preceding month in the month that it happens. Some of the articles you would have already covered in the previous month, and then we'll skip over that. So, okay, let's get started. Right. On behalf of myself, Lettie van Vuuren, a warm welcome to you. Like I said, this is my marketing blurb, or just a bit of a who I am, what have I done, where am I, what am I currently doing, and this is what I do for a living. I think most of you have been to the webinars, so you should be fairly used to the way that the webinars happen now. Let's have a quick look at what's on the agenda. Right, you'll see that since January, I started using all new pictures for you. So all the MCLU slides now have new pictures, and the format is still the same, but there's a little bit more summaries on it. All right. In terms of the table of contents, we still have the same sections. So under accounting update, we've got 5 items, auditing 5 items, company secretarial 7 items, COVID-19 update, just the 1 item, employment law twice items, 2 items, other laws and regulations, including COIDA, there's 5 other laws and regulations, and then 2 COIDA update items there, but it's 7 in total. Taxation is 13 items plus 3 court cases, so not nearly as many as there was in January. Regulator news, 14 items, which is pretty much the same as it usually is. And then under general announcements, I just found a very interesting article that I thought that most tax practitioners and accountants out there would appreciate. It was written by one of your fellow auditing firms and auditing practices, and I thought that was just a nice one. I found it on Google. I normally go and check my Google every day, and if there's any interesting articles, I'll go through that for in case anything is relevant. Okay. All right. We don't have a formal quote for this morning, but I just wanted to say happy new financial year. We are already in March, so happy new financial year, happy new tax year. All right. May your clients bless you with all the correct information. Let's get stuck right into the accounting update. We're going to start with the IFRS monthly news summary. Now, the IFRS monthly news summary is available to you as a source document. I didn't put it there, but there is a source document for you. And if I can show you what the source document looks like. There's the source documents. Can you all see the source documents? You can see my screen, guys? Yes, perfect. Okay. Because you know me in my blonde moments, I sometimes forget to share the screen, and then I sometimes forget to go back to the slides. So the source documents you'll see are always grouped like this. The CIPC notices all together, the FSCA ones, the LPFF ones, the SAICA ones, the SARS ones. So the prefix to my source documents will tell you which body or which body actually issued this. I think it makes it easier to identify rather than going according to the name, going according to sections. All right. So that will help. So let's go and have a look at the IFRS monthly update. And you'll see, there we go. Right, IFRS monthly update. There it is. Okay, so let's just make this slightly bigger for you so that you can see. And you'll see on the slide, I put there nothing new except the 2 items. There are 2 items and I've highlighted them here for you in yellow. I've copied this and you'll see even for the other items, you've got links available to all of these. So I have left the links in all of your PDF source documents so that you can use this as a sort of a home base and then jump to whatever you need to. Okay. The one is the IASB, the IFRS standards that were amended in terms of the accounting policy disclosures. All right, so the 3 standards there that were amended, and then the changes to the IAS 16, the COVID-19 related rent concessions. Okay, IAS 16, sorry, IFRS 16 leases. And the rest was just like a podcast available, update, focus on academics. And then what I quite enjoy now is they've got webinar recordings available. And this is on IFRS related items. But it's basically a lot of this is on exposure drafts and on discussion papers. So if there are any of these topics that you are interested in, please go and feel free to follow these webinar links. All right. They are on the IFRS website. You can just follow them from here. Right, so let's get back to the presentation. Am I back to the presentation? Looks like it. Yes. Okay. All right, so there you'll see. We're going to start off with the IFRS improves the accounting policy disclosures. Now, in terms of IFRS with the accounting policy disclosures, let's just go and have a look what this was all about. They're changing 3 standards, all right? They have amended 3 standards and they're doing this, or they've done this, to improve the accounting policy disclosures and to clarify the distinction between the accounting policies and accounting estimates. So they've issued 3 narrow scope amendments to 3 standards. And the 3 IFRS standards are IAS 1, IFRS Practice Statement 2, and IAS 8. So those are the changes, all right? There is a source document for you on this that contains everything, that contains all the changes where there's been information contained on a website. What I've done is I've put it into a Word document and then I slap it into a PDF and you've got that available to you, all right? Because otherwise, if I put all of the detail on the slides, we'll sit here and go through 200 slides. So I've tried to keep the slides as short and summarized as possible. All right. So that's the one IFRS where they've improved those 3 standards. Okay. IAS 1 is basically to require companies to disclose their material accounting policy information rather than their significant accounting policies. So there is a bit of a mind shift move away from significant policies to material accounting policies. All right. IFRS Practice Statement 2 basically just gives us guidance on how to apply this concept of materiality to accounting policy disclosures. Because if they're now requiring this from us, then, well, we've got to know how to apply materiality to that. And then we've got IAS 8, which clarifies how companies now need to distinguish between changes in accounting policies from changes in accounting estimates. Okay, it's the age-old issue that we always battle with. Is this a change in accounting policy, or is it a change in accounting estimate, or is it a change in accounting estimate as a result of a change in accounting policy? Okay, so it just gives some clarity there that you need to go and have a look at. All right. Next on the slide, we've got the IASB, which updated their frequently asked questions on the standards of GRAP. All right. Now, this was done in Feb. Now, the Q&As here focus on issues that are of interest, I've got it on your slide there, to public entities, constitutional institutions, municipalities, municipal entities, parliament and the provincial legislatures, trading entities, and the public further education and training colleges. They call them entities in the document, okay? So there is a source document available to you here. And remember that the standards of GRAP, right? The standards of GRAP only apply to material items, right? So the FAQs, or if you say it really slowly, FAQs, okay, FAQs I think is a much better acronym. They've been drafted on the basis that a particular issue is material.
I hope that you enjoyed that video. For more of our webinar videos, go to www.accountingacademy.co.za. Thank you and have a lovely day.